Welcome to the weekly market for the 17th of December 19th. The new season has been live for a week now, so let's take a look at the current state of the market. After a consolidation period on the 15th, 16th, and 17th with no growth, the Divine Orb suddenly surged on the 18th and 19th, climbing to 155, exalted a 55% increase. It's still in a growth phase right now, but there's no need to worry. The overall value of drops remains relatively high, and as long as you keep playing, it's definitely possible to keep up. The price of the Orb of Annulment suddenly spiked to 32 exalted on the 18th. Although it pulled back on the 19th, it still shows an overall increase of 20 exalted, a rise of 33.33%. This indicates a sharp surge in the number of players crafting gear. However, gearing is more difficult this season compared to last, which has resulted in generally higher equipment prices across the market. Countess Seske's Rune of Archery suddenly spiked to 10 divines today, hitting an all-time high. WoW players should definitely keep an eye on this. It's up 33.33%. At the moment, bow builds remain both the most expensive and the fastest builds in the game. So far, all ritual drops have been on an upward trend. Personally, I feel this is the only content type that can keep up with the current rate of currency inflation. I highly recommend farming ritual. Overall prices have increased by more than 50%. Next, let's take a look at the legendary gear. Because gearing is harder this season, Kalandra's touch ring is relatively expensive on the current market. Around the 15th, 16th, it was priced at about 5 divines, but it has now risen to 7 divines, a 40% increase. Based on current trends, prices are likely to continue climbing, and this still looks like just the beginning of the growth phase. Headhunter is currently in a relatively stable phase, with only minor price fluctuations. Right now, obtaining it through Orb of Chance is still the most profitable approach. Personally, I think its price will likely remain at this level for another 1 to 2 weeks. Plaguefinger has dropped heavily, falling from 4 divines down to 140 exalted today, a decline of 76.667%. It's currently at its lowest point, but I believe it will continue to fall, since it's a common unique item and was only worth about 1 exalted last season. That wraps up the currencies and unique items that players have been buying and using the most since the start of this season. If there are any rare item modifiers you'd like us to keep an eye on, feel free to let us know in the comments. And as always, we really appreciate your support.